In this morning's Monday Mortgage Update, we are making buying a home as least stressful as possible. We've got the experts here this morning, Zachary Levesque, Director and Branch Manager for North Point Bank, and Ryan Fonseca of Century 21 Top Sale Realty. Good morning, Zach.
Morning.
Nice to see you. Ryan,
how are you?
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Let's get right to it here. Many questions, people out there, they wrestle with where to begin, where to start, what they need to do, involving a realtor, not involving a realtor. There's a lot of topics to cover here. So let's start with misconceptions right off the bat here, Ryan, of using a buyer agency.
Yep, so absolutely. So a lot of buyers don't think to call an agent or call a lender from the beginning. They just want to go out and start looking at houses.
Right.
They should absolutely pick up the phone, make a call to a realtor, whether they know somebody or interview a realtor. They need to feel comfortable with an agent. They think that they have to pay the agent, and that's not the case in our area. The listing agency and the seller actually pays the commission to the buyer's agent.
Sure.
So whether they start with a lender at North Point or they call an agent first and then let the agent make the connection to the lender, that gets them in a good positive buying power to be out there looking to buy a house.
And speaking of connections, let's talk about how you guys kind of are connected here within all of this.
Yeah. So, most of the time when somebody's looking for a house, they do call a realtor first. When it's actually backwards, you should get pre-qualified to know exactly what the mortgage payment is, what you can afford, and then call the realtor. It doesn't really matter to us either way, but sometimes it's better for the client to go to the mortgage person first.
Sure.
And just to reiterate what Ryan said, most lenders don't have any application fee, which North Point doesn't. And also, as a buyer, you don't have to pay a buyer's agent out of pocket. They're paid from the sale of the home. So there really is no barriers of entry to look at a house and find a house if you're looking.
Sure. And Ryan, let's talk about Century 21, this rebranding effort. What do we need to know about this?
Yes,
you guys
so
innovating, moving forward.
We are. So just recently in the past year, we actually have gone through a whole rebranding. We changed our logo. We got rid of the house over the Century 21, and it has given us a sophisticated look to enter into this competitive market and to be out in the forefront. I mean, Century 21 is one of the #1 known brands in the industry,
right.
So we have to stay in front of everybody and in our competition.
You must take great pride in that.
I do.
Sure.
And I'll lobby a little bit for Century 21. As the market has changed drastically with technology advances in the last 5 years, most people either listing a home or buying a home are really paying attention to who is in that forefront. Century 21 is one of those firms, all automated services to send you listings or if you're buyers. So, Ryan obviously prides himself in what he does, and that Century 21 brand is really well positioned for, the tech future.
Ryan, I've asked Zach about this many times, and we haven't made it happen yet, but I feel like I'm one step closer now between the two of you of moving out of my mother's basement. Are we closer, Zach?
I would start with renting first, then we can get into owning.
We'll work our way up. Always a pleasure, my friend. Ryan, nice meeting you. Thank you for being here, and best of luck moving forward. If you guys would like even more information, you know what to do. Just head on over to roadshow.com.